Here as well, an elderly man who was the victim of a violent home invasion may be in trouble with the law himself tonight after opening fire on our news crew.
Yeah, we went to the man's house to follow up on the incident. After our crew identified themselves, the man came out and opened fire.
7 Action News investigator Jonathan Carlson takes us through what happened.
We came to this home on Art Street in Detroit after police say around 6 a few nights ago, a woman knocked on the homeowner's front door and asked for directions. 2 men then reportedly pushed in, shoved the 88-year-old man to the ground, put a handgun to the man's head, and tied him up with a phone cord, a blanket put over his face. The robbers took off with $600 in cash, a cell phone, and a wallet. As with many of these cases, we try to give the victim of the crime a chance to talk to us so we can more accurately tell the story of what happened to help police find the suspects.
It's okay, you can come down.
We cautiously made contact with the homeowner this afternoon. I could see him through the door at the top of the stairs. We identified ourselves multiple times.
We just want to talk to you for a second. It's Channel 7 News.
Shortly after that, out of camera view, the man came to the door waving a handgun. I told our photographer he had a gun. Let's go. So the camera stopped rolling. As I was leaving and was on the street, the man came onto the porch, looked at me, and fired a shot from about 10 feet away. The actual shooting wasn't caught on camera, only the moments after, as we ran for shelter behind a tree. Our clearly marked news van still in front of the home.
Hey, stand back. This guy's shooting.
Within minutes after calling 911, Detroit police showed up. Guns drawn, they made contact with the man on his balcony. They waited for him to come out, put him in handcuffs, and placed him in a patrol car. Officers searched the home and said they couldn't find the gun. The gunshot and our crew running from the scene was witnessed by another television news crew waiting down the street. And again, only one shot was fired at me from about 10 feet away. What charges, if any, this man will face is unknown at this hour. Police were searching his home to try and find where he may have stashed that silver pistol. Meanwhile, officers are still looking for those 3 suspects in the home invasion at his house. Their descriptions of those guys are vague. Carolyn.
Yeah, you got to hope they're going to find those guys. And Jonathan, just to be clear, we know this man was traumatized from the home invasion, but you and your photographer announced yourselves several times at his door.
Yeah, we certainly did, and I was keenly aware that this man had been through a traumatic experience. Nonetheless, he stepped outside onto his porch without clear warning and shot. And again, at that point, I was on the street clearly trying to leave, our photographer trying to get out of there too.
Yeah, we do understand that. Now, I spoke to one of my sources at the Detroit Police Department who told me no 88-year-old is in the police lockup or prison system, and I just confirmed he has been taken to a crisis center where he's going to be checked out for trauma or mental illness. So we're glad that he's going to get help tonight. But Jonathan, we are happy that you and your photographer, Dave Kalman, did not get hurt in all of this.
Well, we're glad to, and I hope the man gets any help that he needs. It's never our intention, obviously, to traumatize anyone any further, but again, he clearly knew that when he went outside there that it was a news crew out on the porch, and he opened fire.
Yeah, at 88 and really confused. Thank you so much, Jonathan.